What's up guys, Alex here. I have the Poco F2 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. In the video, I'll be talking about their specs, what each phone brings, and which one you should buy for their buck. I'll be doing a quick game test, a benchmark on which one is faster, testing out their CPUs, the GPUs as well when I'm doing the game test, because both of these phones can run Fortnite. So I'll be doing the game test on that. But yeah, let's get on into the video. Now, first thing I want to talk about, the screen on the Xiaomi Poco phone. If you guys saw my review, my review on this and the Xiaomi Poco phone, is a 6.67-inch screen. I believe 1080 by 2400 pixels. It is a 87.2 screen to body ratio, and it has 395 ppi density. Now, the screen on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus is a 6.8-inch screen with 498 ppi density and a 91.0% screen to body ratio. So in my opinion, I feel like the screen on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus is a little bit better. Now the display is a Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen with 60 million colors. Now the Note 10 Plus display is a dynamic AMOLED capacitive with 60 million colors. It's not a Super AMOLED, but it is a dynamic. Now the Note 10 Plus is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 6, while the Poco F2 Pro is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. So protection wise, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus wins, but recommend both of these phones do bring a pre-installed screen protector on it from the companies that added. They also both come with cases. Well, I think they both come with cases. I know the Poco F2 comes with a case with it in the box, but other companies are doing that, so if you don't have the time to go buy a case from a third-party marketer, you get it from the company themselves with the Poco F2's case. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus also comes with a case, I believe. I'm not really sure. I kind of forgot before I did the unboxing a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure it does come with a case. Also, it comes with a pre-installed screen protector that I remember taking it off. But these companies do bring a pre-installed screen protector. Now, the screen protector on the thing can be scratched by plastic, by any regular plastic, but if you take that off, the screen under it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Screen on the Note 10 Plus is a 19.9 ratio to the screen, so it's not that big. It's not as big. 20.9 versus 19.9, and that's probably because of the hole punch in the camera, and because it adds a black border at the bottom and at the top of the screen. Now let's talk about the chipset. The chipset on the Poco F2 Pro, it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, and the GPU is an Adreno 650. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has Qualcomm Snapdragon 855. So chipset wise, the Poco F2 Pro does beat it in chipset. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus also has an Adreno 640. Poco F2 Pro has an Adreno 650. Now RAM, you can either get this from 128 gigabytes of RAM with 120 gigabytes of storage with 6 gigabytes of RAM, or 256 gigabytes of storage with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Samsung Galaxy is pretty much the same thing. 128 around 6 gigabytes, 256 with 8 gigabytes of RAM. I got the 128 gigabyte version of this phone, and I think this is a 256 version. So RAM wise, a little bit difference, 2 RAM difference right there, but we're gonna see in the game test. Now let's talk about the cameras. The camera on the Poco F2 Pro has a 64 megapixel camera, a 5 megapixel camera, a 13 megapixel camera, and a 2 megapixel camera. Nevertheless, this phone can record at 8K, so that's a big plus. On the latest Samsung phone, the S20 Ultra, can also record at 8K, and it has a 100 times zoom lens, so that's a big plus on the S20 Ultra as well. But notice that this phone is $400 and not $1,300, and it has 8K screen, well, not an 8K camera, and it has a pop-up camera as well. It's a pretty big difference of this phone costing $500 and the S20 Ultra costing $1,500 around that area, and this has pretty much a quad camera versus 3. Again, 64 megapixel camera, 5 megapixel camera, 13 megapixel camera, and a 2 megapixel camera. The cameras on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus are 12 megapixel camera, another 12 megapixel camera, a 16 megapixel, and a 0.3 megapixel depth sensor. These are ultra wide, and again a depth sensor. While on this phone is a wide telephoto macro camera and an ultra wide. The motorized pop-up camera is a 12 megapixel wide camera, while on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, the main camera is a 10 megapixel camera, but this 10 megapixel camera can shoot at 4K, but going at 30 FPS. So, camera wise, definitely the Pocophone F2 destroys the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. 64 megapixel, can also record at 8K, so it's definitely way better in my opinion. Can take pictures at 8K. Definitely 64 megapixel camera. 12, 5, 13 megapixel. That 64 megapixel wide camera is probably the only reason why it's beating the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Because the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has some pretty good pictures. I mean, that compared to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So it definitely has some pretty good pictures. Nevertheless, the Pocophone F2 Pro does win the cameras. Now let's talk about the batteries. So the batteries. Pocophone F2 Pro definitely beats the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus completely. I'm not going to say completely, but basically completely, but we're going to see the game test on which one runs faster. Now, the Pocophone F2 Pro has a 4,700 milliamp hour battery, while the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has a 4,300 milliamp hour battery. Again, as I said, you need larger battery for higher specs, and this one definitely does carry that. Again, 4,700 milliamp hour battery. If it had a larger battery, it would have been better, like a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. For the Super AMOLED capacitive screen, the 500 nits of brightness that this phone also brings, and the 64 megapixel camera as well. So this phone is going to drain a lot of battery very quickly. And also, the pop-up camera is also a 20 megapixel camera, as the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus camera is a 10 megapixel camera, and it's not pop-up, it's in the screen. A lot of phones are doing the cameras pop-up, like the OnePlus 7 Pro and this Pocophone F2 and the Redmi K30 and the K20 and something like that. Those phones have pop-up cameras, so that's what I think the future of cameras are going to be. They're going to be pop-up. They're not going to be on the screen, because everybody wants a bigger screen, right? They're just gonna come up from the top, but that does cut off a little bit of the water resistant. This phone is not water resistant. That's why I'm not doing a water test on it, because if you even get this one a little bit wet, I'm pretty sure you can drop it in water, but make sure you pick it up like straight away. Like, I don't even think you can drop it in water. You can definitely get it then like splash water on it, but if you drop it in water, like submerge it, that might be it for your phone. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has the IP68 up to dust and water resistant, so I think up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. So definitely the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus is water resistant. The Pocophone F2, that camera doesn't make it. If the camera pops up underwater, I think a lot of water will get in those holes. I don't think they stopped it. But yeah, that's one downside from having a pop-up camera. Now, that's pretty much it from me talking about the specs of these phones. Now, it's up to you to decide. I'm going to go on and do the game test and the benchmark, and then after that, I'm going to go on into the conclusion. But I want you guys to tell me in the description which one you like better. Honestly, I like the frame of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus better than this one. This one just feels chunkier, way bigger to hold in your hand in my opinion. The Note 10 Plus is, smooth and stuff like that. It's definitely you feel way premium with this phone as well. But yeah, that design for this quadruple camera, I don't like it whatsoever on the back. The circle, that's pretty much outdated. I really don't like it. But to each their own, I guess. Now the speakers on the bottom, they both have one speaker on the bottom. No headphone jack, which is a bummer. Well, this one has a headphone jack at the top, but it doesn't have it at the bottom. Top headphone jacks, they're pretty outdated as well. People like their headphone jacks at the bottom. Note 10 Plus doesn't have any headphone jack, so that's a big downside. But it does have a pencil. I mean, if you ever want to use your pen to like draw or animate, you can do that, I guess. But yeah, now let's go into the game test, the benchmark, and then on into the conclusion. Alright guys, so both phones are off. Both of the phones are fully off, and I'm gonna press them at the same time, and which phone boots up first. So let's go in 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna hold it. So the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus went first, but I'm gonna see which one gets to the main screen where you put your password and everything. Now talking about security, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has an inner screen fingerprint scanner. It also has face unlock, and it has the pattern and the number lock as well, and those are the same thing for the Pocophone F2 Pro, which went faster and it booted up quicker. So right there, as you can see, the Pocophone F2 has a bit better chip and it is better overall. So I'm gonna put in my password and then I'm gonna open up apps on which one is faster. Alright guys, so let's open up apps faster. So I'm gonna open up Google Play Store in 3, 2, and 1. And I might have to do that again because I really couldn't tell which one went faster. So let's close this. Alright, so let's do it at the same time. 3, 2, and 1. Pocophone F2 Pro did go faster. So open up, I guess, YouTube. Alright, where's YouTube? Right here. Alright. 3, 2, and 1. Pocophone F2 Pro. Remember Snapdragon 865 versus Snapdragon 855. What's another app? You can open Alright, last app, Call of Duty Mobile. Where is it? Alright, Call of Duty Mobile. Alright, here it goes. So 3, 2, 1. Call of Duty Mobile, and this is gonna go on straight into the game test, and then after this game test, I'll show you guys the benchmark and which one goes faster. But yeah, let's do this game test and which one goes faster. So apparently, oh come on, Note 10 Plus, no, the Pocophone F2 Pro, but at the same time, and the Pocophone F2 Pro. Alright, hold on, let me touch it at the same time. I don't know. But yeah, I guess the Pocophone F2 got to the screen where you put in your credentials and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put in these characters, whatever characters I really want. Bada bing, bada boom, and let's go. So I'm gonna do the first game test on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Move the Pocophone F2 aside. All right, let's go. Again, this is a game I won't do Fortnite because Fortnite takes too long to update. They always be having updates on their servers or on their game basically, so I really just don't want to, update the game, take longer to upload this video, because remember, I still do have to edit it, put all these parts together and stuff like that. Remember, this one does have a pencil as well, but let's do this game test. Alright, this one definitely feels smooth, max 60 frames. I do know that Fortnite is definitely heavier than Call of Duty Mobile. I know on PC Fortnite 70 gigabytes. I think on mobile's like 13, around that area. I'm not really sure. But Fortnite is definitely a pretty heavy game. Crap, I'm gonna die here. I couldn't shoot. Sniper. Oh no, this one's sniper. Alright, I guess I'll do this then. But yeah, this one definitely around 60 frames. I'm going at 39 ping, 39 or 40 ping. Shoot alababaloo. Anyways, this phone does run pretty well. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't run bad. Oh, it's gonna kill us. The phone doesn't run bad. It's not that good either. It did lose the benchmark. That I will show you guys in a minute. It did lose the benchmark, and it did lose turning on faster and opening up apps faster. So this one is not that good. Well, now, but it's because it's pretty outdated. You also, when you're playing a game, you have to be careful because the whole punch of the screen does, the camera does get in the way a little bit. Oh, the country. My god. I don't know how to play mobile games. But yeah, that was pretty much for the game test. I'm not going to show anymore because in this video will get way too long. But yeah, now let's go into the Pocophone F2 Pro for that game test. Alright guys, so I'm not going to get into a match because this is just a brand new account that I put in any, sort of credentials with it. I'm in the tutorial. So I'm just going to do this quick tutorial. Definitely way smoother than the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. In my opinion, this is definitely way smoother. Feels way better. Doesn't feel, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus felt clunkier, like it was gonna lag out or something like that. I don't know if it was me, but that's what it pretty much felt like. But yeah, definitely this one feels way smoother. No lagginess whatsoever. Definitely a solid 60 frames. Graphics are a little bit, questionable. Like this bag doesn't look realistic at all. But what can you expect from a mobile game? As long as it can run, it's pretty cool. So you can see, alright, that guy's dead. Now it's gonna tell me to switch. But yeah, definitely feels pretty cool. not bad at all. Definitely way smoother. Yeah, definitely way smoother. It doesn't feel clunky at all. Feels like I can play on this one for hours with the 4,700 milliamp hour battery. It doesn't feel bad whatsoever. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the game test. Now let's go into the benchmark and then the conclusion. Alright guys, now for the benchmark test. As you can hear here, I have the Note 10 Plus. I'll be doing a benchmark on Geekbench 4, and I'm gonna leave it with a time lapse on which phone goes first. And then also, I'm not gonna be putting a timer like last time. I did put a timer when I did it on the I think it was the iPhone, I believe. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Let's find Geekbench 4. Or Geekbench 5, whichever, and let's leave the phones next to each other right there, and let's see which one goes faster. I'm gonna leave the brightness all the way up, brightness, and then also all the way up brightness. There you go. So let's leave it. Let's touch them at the same time. Here you go in 3. Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, Pocophone F2 Pro. You can tell by the hole punch. Hole punch is the Samsung Galaxy, not hole punch. Pocophone F2 Pro. All right, let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Oh wait, no, cancel that. Alright, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'll see you guys back when the benchmarks are finished. Alright guys, so the benchmark was over. As you guys saw that the Pocophone F2 Pro did go faster than the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but here are the test scores. Oh, okay. So the Pocophone F2 has a single core score of 913 and a multi-core score of 3,276. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus has a single core score of 736 and a multi-core score of 2,757. So overall, the Pocophone F2 Pro wins. The Pocophone F2 does have 5G connectivity, but the 5G is in early development stages. I think it was at Snapdragon 855 versus that Snapdragon 865. So yeah, this was the benchmark. As you guys can see, show you guys here at the bottom. The cores, cluster 1, cluster 2, and cluster 3. Right here, memory information, the size was 5 gigabytes, and this one was 11.2 gigabytes that it used, I believe. So yeah, overall, the Pocophone F2 Pro does win. Better cameras, a bigger battery as well, protected, but less protected, but it has, I guess, a better screen with a Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen. A Snapdragon 865 versus a Snapdragon 855, Adreno 650 versus an Adreno 640. So definitely, you know, there's a big difference right there. Each of these batteries are not removable. So if you do remove the battery, I guess that's it for your phone. Alright guys, my opinion, again, definitely recommend getting the Pocophone, but you just feel more premium with the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Plus, there's a lot of wobble if you don't have a case on the screen. As you can see right there, it wobbles because of the camera outprint is super big, and a circle for the camera, that's pretty outdated. Just have it in a straight line, like down the bottom. I just don't like the circle like that. But it is what it is. Whatever can you do? But yeah, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.